Hello fellow people persons, Nate here again for another exciting Marvel Heroes review for MMO Play, this time for recently rehashed Daredevil, who launched in time for his Season 2 Netflix debut. If you have not seen it yet, you have blasphemed, and you should be ashamed. But no worries, with Elektra popping into Marvel Heroes in the next couple of weeks, you all have some time to correct your evil ways. So, Daredevil was among the initial Marvel Heroes launch characters. Those who were around at the time can attest to how incredibly far the game has come since then, and the older characters constantly reviewed as new power plateaus are met. This time, it was Daredevil's turn. Emma and Nightcrawler are next, but that's a whole other topic. He was not only among my least favorite characters to play, he was also easily among the least effective. He didn't hit very hard, he was squishy as hell, and compared to the rest of the roster, he basically felt a little too much like what he was, a blind dude with a baton among veritable gods. But that has changed. Now he is among my favorite characters, surprising for a melee physical damage dealer, and has set the bar high for other martial artists due to the ease with which both his defense and offense can be pumped, even with marginal gear, and the compromise of his original combo system. Daredevil was one of the original dodge heroes, which for a long time suffered from relying on a defensive mechanic that was unreliable. Post-defense rework, Daredevil now gains the advantage of both dodge and deflect mechanics. This is not unlike most of the roster, who gain large amounts of 2 to 3 mitigation options. Unlike many others, however, his gameplay as a physical meleeer also make physical damage artifacts and gear a top option for him, and much of this gear comes with the added bonus of health and defense. So, Daredevil's defenses end up extremely well-rounded due to the dodge and deflect from his passive skills, and as a matter of circumstance through gear, pumping his damage stat that also tends naturally towards defense and health. You'll notice throughout the video that I do very little dodging and can take the brunt of attacks without too much trouble. Add to that a trifecta in Vuln, Regen, and Medikit core, and old Matt Murdock becomes one of the tankiest characters in the roster. Traditionally, gearing in Marvel Heroes forces you to choose between offense and defense, but Daredevil is built in a way that he suffers for neither, which I'm hoping Gaz takes notice of when it comes time to review and create other heroes. Considering that similar can be said of recent releases like Deadpool and Black Cat, I think the Gazillion has finally narrowed in on that balanced sweet spot that allows melee heroes to go toe-to-toe with danger as well as ranged characters, an issue that Marvel Heroes players have suffered through up until the 2016 relaunch. However, even with the balancing of his defense and offense, he would still be a chore to play if not for the changes to his kit. Originally, Daredevil relied on a combo point system, which just never quite worked for me. While I appreciate the attempt to keep characters unique, Marvel Heroes suffers from a UI issue that doesn't offer nearly as much information as it should, and as a consequence of that, the original combo point system required I spend as much or more time watching my shortcut bar than paying attention to the actual battle. It just wasn't fun for me, but I don't speak for everyone, and that's why his specializations are such a huge part of why I'd now recommend Daredevil to any prospective player, new or old. With the changes to his kit, DD now gains the option to spec out of his combo system, gaining cooldowns for his abilities instead. The trade-off is that many skills can't be used as much at the will of the player, all finishers now gaining an 8-second cooldown. But as an added benefit, this means all finishers now do the same damage they would have done in a prior combo system at max combo points, and also gain a bonus buff to damage on top of that. Players who previously enjoyed the combo system can maintain it with 2 additional specializations that confer different bonuses while maintaining the combo points as an option. This makes Daredevil incredibly versatile and powerful in the hands of any player regardless of skill level. Newer players, or perhaps those who aren't as quick on the draw like myself, can begin with a non-combo point spec that focuses on skill rotations instead. More experienced players, or those who prefer the chaos of faster combat and last-minute decisions, can stick to a combo system that opens up his finishers to function more situationally. There is one potential bummer about the Street Fighter spec, the one that removes the combo point system. Some players have found that this spec has come with the issue of skill bar bloat, requiring more than one bar to use effectively due to the large amount of skills that gain cooldowns. To some degree, they're not wrong. In order to keep my damage up in Street Fighter, I have to make liberal use of the F1 through F5 keys, which hold several skills that don't fit onto my skill bar, but this is where I tend to keep my non-rotational skills anyway. Still, this is antithetical to the traditional dev approach, where only one skill bar is supposedly what characters are designed around. There have been some other great changes as well. The animations of his skills have been updated to have more visual flair, yet less root time, giving players room to move about the battlefield with ease and finesse without sacrificing stunning visuals and acrobatic feats. His prior reliance on spirit is gone as well, and now Daredevil relies on an as-yet unique mechanic called stamina, though Elektra will be getting something similar as well when she launches. Stamina refills very quickly both in and out of battle, and works more like a mitigator for high-powered attacks to prevent spamming, and less like a resource that needs to be managed. Actually, unless players rely too heavily on skills like Relentless Justice, which so far I haven't really found necessary to begin with, Daredevil plays like someone without any resource management at all, always having just enough stamina for any situation. Many other skills have changed in some capacity as well, including Devil of Hell's Kitchen, a passive that now gains 3 new specializations, one for healing, one for defense, and one for offense, to fit within whatever playstyle you choose. And last but not least, that visual update. Daredevil's default starting costume has been redone by the fantastic artists at Gazillion, now featuring far more detail, higher resolution textures, and more realistic proportions worlds away from his original cartoony feel. This is in addition to the Season 2 outfit, which I sadly don't own, but it's there and it's equally lovely. And that's it for this review of Daredevil's update. Be sure to check him out in Marvel Heroes and tune in to Season 2 of Netflix ASAP. John Bernthal as Punisher is just poetry in motion, y'all. Like, seriously, it's just amazing. Be sure to subscribe to get a future peek at Elektra when she launches, and let me know in the comments what you think of Daredevil.